it's a game that it's very emotional. It's a sense of pride around the city. They're a really good program. They have gotten a lot better. Coach Denbrot and his staff have done a great job, especially with the new guys that they have in there, of changing their culture, and they're playing really, really well right now. Very confident, and so we're excited about the challenge, and we'll see what happens.
You know Coach Dambrot much? You ever run across him sort of at the coaching stuff?
I've gotten to know him a little bit since I've been here. Just a couple of events that we've been together at a few events since I've been here.
We had spoken with you some in the first couple weeks of the season, Jeff, about your guys handling success and and dealing with or trying to take any praise they get sort of in stride. How, from your view, have they handled their first setback as well or as competitive as they play, and how have they handled that?
I think we've handled it well. Tomorrow will be a great indication. We got back so late, and yesterday was a little bit of a blur, just because of you're trying to get some sleep. Those guys have class, and stuff to do, and we got together. We talked about it, and we talked about, for us, this is our first taste as a group of adversity, and how do you handle that? How do you deal with that? And first and foremost, I think they were very hurt. It was a hurt locker room after the game because we felt like that, we were in a position to win. And so I was glad to see that. The thing that I didn't want to see was everyone just okay with being close, because that's not why any of us are here. And I don't think we have that. And so, I like the way we responded so far, but tomorrow will be a big challenge for us.
What do you think guys can learn from a game like that or experience like that?
I think you have to learn how to win a game like that. That's the main thing. There were a lot of things that we did that hurt us, and that's not taking anything away from Iowa, but we had some really careless turnovers that put us in that position where we, had to make a shot at the end to have a chance to win. We have to be better there. We had some defensive breakdowns, and when you're playing against a really outstanding team anywhere, but especially on their home court, you have to minimize all of those mistakes, and we didn't do a good job of that. So, understanding the importance of execution of every play, it didn't come down to the last play. There were plays throughout the game that we didn't make that we can control better, and we can do a better job, and so we have to learn from that.
Is that something that kind of comes with the territory of a younger team, all those freshmen out there kind of playing in that environment for the first time?
I think that has something to do with it. I also think that we have a group of guys that don't know how to win a game like that. I don't know the last time our returning guys played in a game on the road where it was like that, where you have a chance like that. And so that's something we all have to understand. We have to learn. We have to learn from the mistakes and hopefully correct them and get better from them. And at some point we'll be in that position again. It could be tomorrow, and we have to learn from it, and hopefully we're better in that, when we're in a situation like that again.
Jeff, looking at tomorrow and how you treat this when you're playing a team from across town, is your messaging to your team that it's just another game, or do you like to raise the importance given all the factors at play?
Well, we've talked about how it's a huge game for us. For a couple of reasons. One, to me, every game is a big game because we're playing, and it doesn't matter who it is. That's something I learned in college. Every game's a big game and the most important game because we're playing. We need to value every opportunity that we have as a team to compete, and so it's a big game because of that. Obviously, with the crosstown rivalry and the history, of this game, it's something that you want. You want bragging rights. The third thing for me is that we're coming off of a loss, so we should be emotional. We should be angry. We should be excited, all of those things. And so that's the emotion I want us to have, and hopefully we play that way.
just talked about how much this game means to them. Is that something you bring up with your guys? Look, they're going to be real hungry out there. They're gunning for you, a target on your back kind of thing?
Yeah, definitely. And we're hungry for them too. So definitely.
Other than them being a lot of transfers, new guys who are kind of feeling their way out playing with each other, what stands out to you about their personnel, or I guess who stands out about their personnel so far from what you've seen?
Well, I think their only loss is at Notre Dame, and it's a game where they had the lead in the second half. Their ability to force turnovers, the pressure that they apply for 40 minutes. Williams, Hughes, I've been really impressed with those two guys. I've been really, really impressed with their point guard, with Carey. What an amazing story. And just they can come at you in waves. They're a team that just keeps coming. You look at the UIC game, they were down 12, and all of a sudden they just continue to fight and claw, and they put it into overtime, and then they win it. And so I've been really impressed with their team, with how hard they play, how together they are. I know they have a lot of new faces, but those guys did play together, a group of them last year a lot in practice, and so they are familiar with each other. I know they've added a lot of pieces recruiting-wise, and they've done a really good job, and they're playing really well, and they're confident. And so I've been impressed with all of them.
You brought up the emotions a little bit earlier, and while this one might not have the cachet of UNC Duke, it being a rivalry game, do you talk to the guys about kind of handling the emotions of a rivalry game? Duquesne's going to come at you, that sort of thing.
We just talked about playing and just going out and competing, and that's something we've done every game this year, and we need to do it again, regardless of the opponent. It shouldn't take Duquesne to make us, rise to a level or go to a different level. That needs to be our habit, where we play at a very high level and a high standard every time we step on the court.
When it comes to talking your team, Jeff, and practices, drills, things like that, how do you sort of try to combat some of the carelessness and the turnovers that you saw in the second half against Iowa?
Yeah, that hasn't been who we are, and so we talk about it, we show them, we watch film. Today was our only practice, and so we talked about it in practice. We emphasized different things, and now we just have to go out and do it. Again, that hasn't been who we were. We were really good in the first half of valuing the ball, and hopefully that was the last 20 minutes. Hopefully that was an aberration.
Are you seeing signs, Jeff, of this team carving out the identity you would like, and do you put a time frame on such things as far as when you would like to see it, as far as internal goals throughout the season?
I do think that we're, have shown that we're going to play hard, we're going to compete, we're going to fight. So I am pleased with that. For the most part, in the 7 games that we've played, we've done a pretty solid job defensively. So I feel pretty good about that. I don't put a timetable on anything. We're just trying to each day get better, and I think we've done that. And hopefully, with a little bit of success that we have, that we've had, I should say, that we have to maintain that hunger and use every day to get better.
You remember their other guard, Lewis, from when you guys were recruiting Jason Tatum? He was on this high school team.
No.
Guess I could have asked that about Cook, too.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know. I didn't realize that's who it was. I know who he is playing for Duquesne. I know he's good. I know he's talented. I know he's streaky and he can get going, and I know he's aggressive, but I didn't put it together with – I watched Jason. That's the only one I really cared about.